I show that it's running in the studio. Well, I show it's running in the studio.
Yep.
I'll jump
I've
over
got
to my moderators channel. The moderator.
I see it running.
And I show
Good.
it's running there. So we can start making comments and see what happens. Darren Gilmore says, "Hi, Ken." Darren Gilmore, hi. Okay, Darren, one comment's plenty. We don't need a novel.
Well, just make sure you got something.
Okay, so on the three-dot menu, I have the option for blocking. I do not have the option to hide a person from the channel.
Go to channel, report, block.
Right, and I have go to channel, pin message, report, remove, put user in timeout, hide user on channel, and remove the standard moderator. So there's no, obviously when it's live, there's no quote block option.
What's go to channel?
It's not a different, there's no different choices. These choices are the same.
I've got a block option for Darren.
Do you really?
I've got block option for you.
Well, yeah.
What's
Oh.
go to channel?
But what I don't understand is why you have a hide option sometimes
Oh, me neither.
instead of the block.
So if you were to block Darren right now, since we know how to
Oh.
unblock him, Darren, do you mind if he blocks you?
Go on, blockers.
Okay.
Okay, who's doing that, Jeff?
Yeah, I just blocked Darren.
Okay, and I am still able to see Darren in chat.
Now let me refresh my
As
screen.
am I.
I'm still there.
Now, okay,
Can you see
when
me?
I blocked him, it said message hidden, and then I refreshed my screen and he's gone.
Gone. Right. So
I'm
Yeah.
still on mine.
So that's a one-to-one connection. Jeff Ryman has blocked Darren Gilholm, cannot see his messages, and Darren Gilholm cannot see Jeff Ryman's messages.
Okay, but
Yes, I
now
can.
from
No,
what
not
Doug
true.
just-
Not true.
No?
I can still see them.
Yes, he can still see them because he's a moderator.
He can still see Jeff's messages?
Yeah.
Yes, that we were told that. YouTube told us that is
well, go and
when you
check,
block-
But I
Darren,
can't do anything to him now.
Hey, Darren,
Oh, I'm
refresh
blocking.
your screen, please.
because that's not what happened with Ken and me.
Right, that's why I want him to refresh his screen,
Right.
because we had different
Yeah, I can
results.
still see you, lot.
That's crazy. Okay, it's my computer.
no, that's what the instructions said we would do. Is Darren would be able to see Jeff on a channel that Darren is a moderator. On a channel that Darren's not moderator, then he would not be able to see Jeff if Jeff took the action to block Darren.
Who sends in all them?
Yeah, but I blocked Ken on your channel, and then he couldn't
Understood.
see me.
Understood.
Both
You had
moderators.
you had different results. Now, but another thing that's going on here is that the option to put a user in timeout is not available on any of these, and I suspect that's because all the people I'm looking at are moderators. And I'm thinking you can only put a person in timeout if they are not a moderator.
Okay, I'm going to pick on Jeff.
All right.
I'm going to click on the three dots, and I'm going to put user in timeout. Then it defaults to 300 seconds.
Yeah, he's just gone.
Now
Is
I'm able to click view deleted message for Jeff's name.
Mm-hmm.
Now then Ken,
I
you
can't.
should,
Okay, I
have-
tried to type something and it says you've been placed in timeout. Or a moderator, by the owner or moderator.
yeah. And Ken, did you actually chose a menu option called timeout?
Says put user in timeout. Yes.
Right. So the host can do that.
Right, but it's his channel.
Yeah, but I thought I've heard on other channels where moderators are putting people in timeout.
I think if you're
Yeah.
a super moderator, you might be able to do that. I'm not sure.
Now,
Okay.
I did type
Yeah,
in
check
ha ha
your
ha, and I
on
can
there.
see what I typed, but nobody else can see it.
Right. And there's no option to undo that action.
Okay.
You have to wait for the time to expire.
Right.
All right.
So it's really weird that this is doing what it said it would do. Jeff
Right.
can't be seen, or Darren can't be seen by Jeff, but Darren can see Jeff. But yet, when Jeff and I did it, we couldn't see each other.
Yeah.
Strange.
Did you both do the block?
No.
No, I did the block on him,
Yep.
and we're both moderators on your channel.
You were doing that on my channel on a, not during a live stream, but on a
On a replay.
Right.
Now, I tried to put another comment and it still won't let me, but I'd already X'd out the message. So it's not popping it up again. You know, the one common thread in all of this is Ken.
Yes, Alex, the one common thread in this is me.
Jeff, could you try putting in another comment before the timeout expires?
Yeah, I just tried to, and it's not doing it.
What was the timestamp?
3 minutes? Oh,
I want the exact timestamp.
428.
28.
okay, it was 1:31. Let me try again.
Yeah. So when you did it at 1:31, I got a new message on my screen saying Jeff Ryman was timed out by Ken Stout live for 300 seconds. So when you try to put a message in, I'm thinking I'm seeing a message that says you were timed out again. So,
Okay, I'm trying to enter another message and nothing is happening.
oh, you can't.
Is it
Right,
300
and it's
seconds
been-
left?
All right.
What's the timestamp now?
I have the 1:31.
433 was I got 434 on my computer.
Okay, so that's longer than 3 minutes. Let me
Well, it's
refresh.
300 seconds.
300
5
seconds, so that's 5 minutes.
Right.
Okay, so we haven't waited it out then.
Well, 428 and 5 minutes would be 433. So you should be able to comment now. Since it's 434, let's wait one more minute.
No,
or whatever.
No, that's only been 3 minutes.
Yeah,
1:33.
timeout occurred at 31.
Oh.
The
So-
28 minutes after the hour is when he said, "Here I am," but the timeout occurred at 31 minutes after the
Right,
hour.
and I deleted it. Oh, okay. I see. I follow you.
136.
I'm with you. Yep, we're on the same sheet of music. So we
So
got to
I
wait till
haven't-
36. Hi, Tony. Thank you for this rare learning things edition
So,
with guest star Doug Betts.
so I'm
Ken.
still in here, Ken. That's mean.
Somebody's got to be saying these guys have too much time on their hands.
Well, some of us that are retired probably do.
Yeah.
I just found it was interesting that one time it pops up with this nomenclature or this wordage, and one time it pops up with this wordage, and then it's just crazy.
Okay, but why should you have the hide thing at all if none of the rest of us have anything but block?
That I don't know.
And he says you're not a managing moderator or anything special.
I don't.
Well,
know.
I think it makes sense that
Aha.
the host would be the only one to be able to hide, but that we know has not been consistent because we've
Yeah,
seen.
well, Ken
honor-
gets the option to hide this on your channel and not to block sometimes.
Oh, that's right. So you're saying he
okay.
gets,
Well, okay. Now I can do it. I just put in another thing.
yeah, fine fix.
Yep. Well,
Anybody
this is a
recognize
fine
the quote?
fix. Oh.
I don't think
Laurel
we've-
and Hardy.
Mm-hmm.
So this is all very weird to me, but I'm old and approaching senility, so that's
Get a 9-year-old on here, and they'll probably walk us right through it.
No, I don't think so. I've
No.
seen them.
That might be a little young, actually. But
Well, seeing that some computer service doesn't operate consistently is not new.
Yep.
I was trying to click on the 3 dots and see if I could add a super moderator, but apparently you cannot do that in here,
You have to do that from your
studio.
studio. Yeah.
And that was confusing in itself when I tried to do it. It took a while to do it with BH Ringer. But again, I don't see the value in doing that. I could be looking at it wrong, but I don't see what the difference in moderator versus super moderator is.
Well, I read it to you and you told me you replied saying that you've tested that, but I'm not sure. I'm not convinced you totally absorbed what I was reading.
So I unblocked Darren.
So I'm gonna share a screen on this and try to get Ken to focus on this description here. When I put the mouse over this question mark for managing moderators, these users have the same capabilities as standard moderators, but in addition, they can manage blocked words and change chat modes in live.
Right.
So what is the chat mode is how long a person has to wait before they can chat, how
Correct.
many days.
You're either going to be in the slow mode and you have to wait 60 seconds, or you're going to be in normal mode and you can chat as fast as you can type. It's my understanding those are your only two.
Okay, that's not what I was describing. But you might be right. I was thinking chat modes had to do with how long a person has to be a subscriber before they can chat.
Oh, there's that possibility too.
Yeah, but I think we do that from our broadcasting software. Or it might be somewhere else.
No, it's in the broadcast. No, it's in the studio. And when you set it up, that's where you set it up in the studio. Blocked words, I understand that. If you don't want the word, I don't want to get divorced put in there, then you put that in there and that's not going to show up. I understand that.
Yeah, but that happens in here. So that means the managing moderator would have to be able to get into your YouTube studio and get into settings community and add block words in here, because as far as I know, this is the only place you can add block words. I'm not aware that you can do it from within the chat window of a live stream.
Okay, so I'm in my studio on a different tab. How do I add you as a super mod?
Oh, you come up into community and managing moderators right here. You have to paste the URL of the user. So you have to go to their channel URL and copy the channel URL.
So settings.
So Doug, did I just see on your thing you're not allowing links to be posted in chat right now?
Except for moderators. Moderators.
Oh, okay.
But if you're not a moderator, you cannot.
Right.
I think that's standard, is it not?
Yeah,
Yep.
it's the default.
Okay, I thought that had something to do with moderators as well. All right.
So if I go pull up Ken's URL is this LM Kinster. So if I go here, add him as a managing moderator. So when I pasted that in here, it pops up a search result showing Ken Stout Live. So I click on that, and that puts him in here as a managing moderator, and then save that. Now, that doesn't do us any good during this live stream because I'm not doing the live stream right now. Ken is, but that's
okay. I just added you as a live moderator.
Managing moderator.
I'm sorry, managing moderator. Yes, live moderator. I hope he's live.
So I'll stop sharing and go back to your live stream. Oh, look at, I got to share this. You want to see this. I got this pop-up message saying you're now a managing moderator for this channel. This creator trusts you to help them build a positive, safe community. Now you can manage block words, change chat modes in live, remove and review chat messages, hide or put users in timeout. So without this elevated rights, I could not put users in timeout. And that's consistent with what we've experienced during this live stream. It's not consistent with what you guys experimented with earlier. So now on Ken's live stream, I'm seeing put user in timeout is here.
IBH.
Now, where is managing words? I'm going to try going to your studio.
This will be interesting.
So, if I go youtube.com and then paste your studio URL, your channel URL, and then can I get to the studio, home video live, trying to, community. Isn't that where blocked words is? No, that's just your community stuff. Sure, this panel on the left-hand side is my stuff, I think. How do I do blocked words? Edit blocked words.
You have to be on mobile device to access managing moderator options from BH Ringer.
This
What?
makes no sense.
Yeah, well, it goes back to what we were talking about earlier. BH
I
Ringer
know.
just commented you have to be on a mobile device to access managing moderator options.
I have no
Oh,
reason.
I'm looking at the comment. You have to be on a mobile device to access moderator. Okay, so I got my cell phone. I've got a notice for your live stream. I'm going to your live stream on my cell phone. Got a notice for your live stream. Oh, shut up. Going to your live. And then there's a gear icon in the live chat window. Let's see, I'm going to stop the sharing of that on my computer screen. See, I don't know if you're going to be able to see that. There's a gear
Yeah,
icon.
we see the gear. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a gear icon. And then it says community moderation. And I'll try to display that in that white panel on the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there's two options there. Chat filter, top messages are live, and the bottom option there is community moderation. And then, oh yeah, so that gives a listing here. You're not going to be able to read them, but I'm just giving you that visual idea of what it looks like. So what it's saying there is the first option that I can do is live chat on or off. Participant mode is set for subscribers, so I can change it to anyone or live commentary. I can select the amount of time that somebody has to be a subscriber. So I'm going to change it to 5 minutes. You should get notices on your screen that I've made this, somebody's made this change.
I just did. It said a moderator turned on in subscribers only mode. Subscribers of 5 minutes or longer.
Yeah. All right. So
Let's take it one step further. You can actually change that to where anyone can make a comment.
yeah.
Do that. And if we get bombed, moderators will take care of it.
Okay. So I'm changing this participant mode. Who can send messages? Changing it from subscribers to anyone. There. Done. Moderator turned off subscribers only mode.
Matthew Barnes, haven't seen you in a long time. Good to see you, my friend. Oh, now I could have added him as a managing moderator.
Well, you can make him a moderator to begin with.
Well, I
He's not
just
even-
did that. That's why I
You're
said
gonna
I
mod-
could have made him a
All right.
But now that I've made him okay, so I want him to comment, so make sure he's a moderator first. And hopefully he just pop in and say hi and leave. Although that's the story of my life. Yep, he's a moderator. Okay, cool. Now, I'm going to remove you as a moderator. Go ahead and make another comment, even though it says you're no longer, and we'll verify that. This will be interesting. Because if you can do this directly to some... Okay, so that's going to be crazy. Yeah, I can add as a managing moderator. I'm going to go ahead and add him as a managing moderator. Matthew Barnes is now a managing moderator. So you can do it directly in the live stream as long as they're not a mod.
Oh, what?
Yes.
You can make them a managing moderator if they are not already a moderator.
Right. When he showed up in gray, Matthew Barnes, and I made him a standard mod, that option went away. When I removed the moderator status and went back, I had the option to make him a managing mod, and now he is a managing moderator.
Right.
Yeah, so
Now,
that's crazy.
Yeah, so I'm going to try putting a blocked word. And Ken, you still have my camera spotlighted?
Yes, I do.
All right, I'm going to put in a blocked word. I'm going to block the word hello, which you would obviously never want to do. Now, do I have to press? Okay, so in this blocked word section, I'm showing this. It's a block word section. You can see sort of where I put in the word hello.
Right.
But I don't see anything for saving that. All I can do is X out of that. Did that block that word?
So, BH Ringer, I'm going to temporarily take away your status as a mod. Make a comment so I can verify you're no longer a moderator, please. BH probably thinks we're picking on him today.
Jeff put in hello. I put in hello.
Yep, Jeff says hello. You put in hello.
So let's see. Stout Live.
Tony Wallow put in hello. So clearly that not functioning too good.
I'm trying to find.
Okay, BH Ringer says slow mode is on. So Doug, are you able to change slow mode as well?
Yes, I can change that as a manager.
Please do that for me.
All
BH,
right.
you are now a managing moderator. So now I have 3 managing moderators just to see how this little test goes.
Message delay was currently set for 60 seconds. I'm just turning that slow mode off.
Yeah, and I got it popped up on the screen, said it's turned off. Okay. Chat away. Here's a Doug Betts for you. Does that mean chat's away, or what does that mean?
No,
Sorry, Doug, I couldn't resist.
Yeah, I did not type that. That was the system.
No, I know.
Yeah. Now I'm going back into blocked words, and the word hello is still showing in that list. I got somebody at the front door.
This has actually been very useful and very eye-opening, no pun intended.
But we still haven't figured out why you can't block and you can only hide.
I know. That's what's like really crazy. Amazon.
No, Coles. So why is blocked words not working? I'm looking at the help for blocked words. All existing and future comments containing or closely matching these words will be held for review. Live chat messages containing or closely matching these words will be blocked. These words will not be allowed in the descriptions of clips of your videos and live streams.
Now, I just wonder if another super mod can override what another super mod has already implemented or put in place.
Well, that explains what happened. It's not blocking stuff in chat. It's blocking description of the video.
Let's see. Future comments. All existing and future comments containing or closely matching these words will be held for review. Live chat messages containing or closely matching these words will be blocked. So that was supposed to include live chat messages. Is the word hello somehow not gonna qualify as a block word? Or, oh no, that doesn't make sense. I haven't seen any other place to save it, but when I go back into blocked words, it's still there.
Right. Hello. I typed in hello. Tony typed in hello again. Maybe because it's such a common word. I don't know.
All right. How about if we change it to hell?
We don't use that kind of language on my channel, Doug.
That's why I want to block it.
Good answer. I like that.
Well, I was thinking of blocking the word
Tony puts in hell. There goes my family friendly
That's right.
status.
Now I'm gonna have to test it, huh?
Yeah, of course. Someone's
Okay,
gonna
so I'm
test it.
just doing that now. So now if I go back, exit from that screen and come back in, and it's still there. So now we just gotta put a hell of a lot of hell.
And then Jeff puts oh hell, which is not the same as hell.
No, but it said are closely matching.
Well, that's true.
Yeah. Well, then hello should also be blocked, but
I wonder if there's a time reference or frame that has to pass before it takes effect.
maybe. Now to get those to those super mod or managing moderator options, it's not enough to just bring up the live stream on my phone, but I have to go into the live chat on the phone, and that's where the gear icon is.
That's
So it's
cool.
not gear, it's not the gear icon on the video, it's the gear icon from the chat room. Which that makes sense.
All right, I'm going to try something.
Yeah.
Well, I've done this before, so I kind of know what I'm doing. I'm going to stop the stream, and it's going to be paused for about 30 seconds, and I'm going to bring the stream back. Maybe by doing that, that would put into the effect the changes we made. So we are back live again.
Oh,
I didn't wait 30 seconds. Nope. Tony says hell.
well, I had removed it at that point. I didn't know what you were about to do. Let's see.
Is hello still on the list?
No, it's not.
Okay. Okay.
I'm going to put a different word. I'm putting the word river. Blocking the word river. So try typing the word river in chat.
I was able to put in river. Tony was able to put in river. So now I'll stop the stream again.
Yeah, good.
Okay, I restarted it.
All right, I see it back to live.
Jeff. Hello, river hell.
Yeah. So that's just not working.
Well, that makes sense that it wouldn't work because the stream is actually not dead until about 3 minutes after, as far as chat goes. So in order to really test that, I'd have to stop it, let it completely end, and restart a new one. But I don't want to do that right now.
Well, you wouldn't have to wait the time. You could end the stream in your live studio and then start a new stream. But I want to respond to another issue for you, Ken. On Saturday, when I had that crash of the stream at the beginning, I heard you comment in one of your other shows that if I restarted the stream quick enough, I could have recovered it. And the reason why that did not work is because what happened was that XSplit crashed. So I had to get XSplit relaunched, and then it would not rejoin that stream. I had to create a new scheduled stream for it to launch into it.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think if OBS were to crash, I would have the same issue.
Yeah, if the program itself crashed
Yeah.
rather than the stream just crashing.
Well, it's been an interesting day. We've learned some things. We still haven't figured out why sometimes I can block, sometimes I can hide. And we now know how to add managing mod, take away their mod status, and just add them as a. But was BH Ringer and or Matthew Barnes able to implement any changes? I don't know that I saw any that they did any changes.
I didn't notice that they made any changes
Right.
either.
Doug was able to make changes.
The only place I could do that was through my cell phone.
Right. Well, that is correct.
Which is
And-
just stupid.
Hey, Ken and Doug, you guys are early. Actually, we are running a test, Bobby, only available on mobile device at this time. So that's probably why Matthew Barnes is not able to. I can't speak for BH. Well, I can't speak for Matthew either, but that makes sense. So I'm going to leave it as is for now. What is more impressive to me is you said it to anyone can chat, and we haven't been bombed. That's pretty cool.
Give me a minute to set up my new channel.
So do we want to leave any particular word blocked to
Actually,
see if
leave
it will show up
what's
eventually?
blocked right now? Hell, hello, and river, or just river?
I think it should be something that's not common, because if we block hello, then somebody new coming into your channel tries to say hello and they're blocked right away. I mean, that's a pretty rude welcome to your channel. So I think it should be something more obscure that people are unlikely to be using. River is currently the blocked word. That's kind of innocent enough for us to easily test during a live stream.
And we can test it tonight at the 10:30
Yeah.
show and see what happens. Yes,
And I don't think it's going to upset anybody that they can't
I would hope not.
use that word.
So
And
BH has posted another link to the tools for managing moderators. Thank you, BH. And then, yeah, Doug, I appreciate this. I wish we would have solved the block and hide issue, but I'm not going to lose sleep over it. You want to know the other conundrum we figured out on our own today, real quick?
Sure.
I had a crazy idea of putting a version of OBS on my D drive and being able to access it without affecting my version of OBS on C drive. Guess
Okay.
what? You can't do that. When you click on the executable file on D drive, it actually starts the old thing. Everything is there. I was hoping it to be a very clean, no sources, no scenes, no nothing. It wasn't. It was everything. So
Well, I would suspect that the sources and scenes and stuff are stored in a app data folder under your user profile folder, and no matter where you have OBS the program installed, it would be pulling up that same user data.
that's what Jeff said. So Matthew Barnes says, Ken, crazy idea? Never. Not me. But we were able to remove it out of the D drive with no ill effects on OBS. Obviously, we're streaming right now. So I appreciate you taking the time out of your day. Do you have anything you would like to add?
No.
Jeff's not a managing moderator, but he's going to his phone to check to see if he is.
No, my daughter texted me with something.
I'm just teasing you. Well, if that's the situation, I've learned some things.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Bobby Warren says, ask Doug to do the 10:30 show. So Bobby doesn't know that you aren't up at the 10:30 show time most of the time.
Well, to speak the truth of it, I may be awake at that time, but I need a long amount of time of winding down, and being involved in a conversation doesn't work for me that soon before going to bed.
Well, I understand. I do understand.
So it is there are occasions when I will be watching your live show while it's still live, but very, very rare that I'm usually back in DVR mode, if I'm even there at all, and then I don't typically finish it. I might finish it in the morning.
Sure. Well, full disclosure, I haven't seen you live the last 2 days because my sleep pattern got screwed up when I got my eye operated on, and
Yeah.
I'm hoping maybe by tonight we've got that worked out to where I'm back to some semblance of getting up at 10 o'clock to catch the Fortnite, and then obviously the noon show, which is 9 your time. But I do watch them afterwards.
So you've seen my change of strategy in the Fortnite shows?
No, I haven't watched any Fortnite.
I'm not playing with.
You're doing the solo thing, right?
Yeah, solo. So I'm not playing with viewers, or that'll be very, very rare. Are you guys seeing my camera shift on exposure from time to time?
Yes.
There. Yeah.
On Zoom. Let me see if I notice it
Yeah.
on the YouTube.
Well, when you're broadcasting,
Yep. On both.
Yeah. When I'm
Your
showing
YouTube is fuzzy, Ken. Or is that me?
and you might need to change your
Oh, it went down to 144 quality.
Another thing I don't understand, but that's another day topic for
All
another
right,
day.
it's all right.
Oh, hey, I I got a story I can tell you. Let's see, what was it? How I was contemplating doing it on a Windows Daily, but didn't get around to it. I don't know if I will, but it was a Zoom question. Yeah, I don't think I've told you guys this. A client sent me a text message. I'm about to start a board meeting on Zoom, and this stupid microphone is delayed. So yeah, that was my reaction. What? So I called her, and she's done 3 or 4 board meetings with Zoom under her belt, so she's done it before. And I said, "Are you in this Zoom meeting with in the Zoom board meeting now?" And she says, "Yes." So I'm figuring she's in the meeting, and she's described that when she speaks, there's a delay in her voice, so that she is cutting off her board members when they speak. So I can't think of anything that's doing this, and I can't connect remotely to her computer because she's in a board meeting. So I'm not trying to. So I asked her, "How do you know your voice is delayed?" And she says, "Well, I can hear it." She speaks, and a second or so later, hears her voice back. I'm trying to think, what in the world is doing this? And so she says, "Well, let me demonstrate it. I'm on the phone with her. I'm not connected remotely. Let me demonstrate it." And I hear her say, "Click test," and then she speaks. And then a couple moments later, we hear her voice come back.
She's recording it.
Now she clicked test. She's not in the Zoom session. She's before the Zoom session. She's clicking test for testing her microphone. So she's clicking the test button for a microphone. A couple seconds later, her voice comes back, and she thinks that's the way it's going to be in the Zoom session. So I explained to her, "No, this is just a test. It's not going to operate that when you're in the Zoom session."
Hit any key to test.
Yeah, my mother explained to me at one point, the first time she saw instructions to hit the any key, she was looking around on her keyboard for a key that's labeled any key.
Sure.
Or NE, letters NE key.
So Jim says an afternoon stream. This is a rare learning things because there were some oddities going on in YouTube, and there still is as far as my YouTube goes. But we did learn some things about super mods, but we didn't figure out a couple of the other things we were trying to figure out. And I brought the expert
Clicking
in
on
because,
Jim is one of the things that's involved.
yeah, and Jim's name was involved with that. I really wish I could share that and it do what it did, but it's not going to, obviously, because it didn't a while ago.
That's the old TV repairman syndrome. Never acts up when the guy comes to your house.
I guess. I mean, and we all know certain Jim in Arkansas would tell me it's my computer system. So,
Yeah.
I just turned off the adjust for low light for in Zoom. I wonder if that's
no, it's still got a on Zoom. It's still doing it. Now I watch over here. Nope, it's still doing it.
Yeah.
Now, do I look pink to you guys? I look pink to me.
A little bit.
Let's see a little bit.
Is that because of the lighting?
Honest.
Try that. See if that helps.
Video
Yeah, a little bit. Not much.
Video rendering.
I look more white on Zoom now than I did. Yeah. Guess that lighting has all of it to do. So it's good to see Matthew Barnes. Good to have Jim join us a little late. DVR mode, probably at 1.5 speed. I find 1.5 works out really good for me. I am going to try to record I can see Ida, where I can block her. Al, where I can block him. Jump down to Jim, can't block, go back to those two. And if that block is gone, this is going to bug me. This is one of my rabbit holes.
It would be good if you can capture that in one short sequence of video where you can show one user has the block option, another user does not have the block option.
I will actually do that. I mean, I may have to restart my computer 30 times, but I'll get that done.
But
Well,
we
let me
have,
ask you something. If you were doing that over Zoom, could one of us record it by hitting record?
I
Now, where would
can't-
that save the file?
Well, the problem is I have to restart my system in order for that to work. And my system's not going to restart fast
Yeah.
enough to not lose the screen.
that might have been coincidental. I don't think you
Well,
should.
if there were several of us in Zoom, the Zoom station would still be going,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
But
So
it's
if one of us
YouTube.
started recording the Zoom, would that capture it?
No, because it's a YouTube chat issue.
No, but if he's sharing over Zoom like he did,
Right, but okay, so I'll share
mean,
my
maybe this is a
I'll
bad
share
idea,
my
I don't know.
screen.
Oh, if you're doing it on a recorded video.
Now, I show
no, if I'm recording it while he's sharing it over Zoom.
Okay, so I see a blinking
All right.
photo mix media on the channel. What do you guys see?
No,
I see photo mix media in the upper left corner.
It's not blinking for you guys?
No,
Nope.
it's
Oh,
not-
great.
not-
Something else for my computer. All right, I'm going to go to Matthew Barnes, right click on the three dots. And obviously, since this is live, that option is not there. In
but
order.
you have-
Oh, wait a minute. So,
he's a managing moderator now.
right. So, let's try this. What if I go to YouTube? What if I go to live Windows training, go to one of his live streams, go to last Saturday, go to let's continue to pick on Darren, shall we? We shall. Click on the three dots, and I have go to channel, report, and remove. Now I don't even have hide or block. Go to Bronc 9, the same thing. So in order for this to do it, and Doug seems to think that it's just coincidental that the reboot actually resets it, it would bring back that block option. So, but I will get it duplicated and I will record it so that we can at least have documented proof that this is what's happening.
Okay, but keep in mind, you got the added twist that you are now a managing moderator on my channel.
So I need to do this with. Oh, I am a managing moderator.
On my channel, yeah.
thank
So
you.
you might be seeing different things. You might be seeing different options.
well, if you want to solve it,
on
you
my
ought to
channel.
have him remove you as a managing.
Yeah, could do that.
But
'cause
I
we don't-
just got it. Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah, go ahead and remove me. That's fine.
All right, and then I'll also remove your paycheck for that. too.
Whoa, wait, hey, time out. No, when it comes to. Oh, by the way, thank you for the contribution a while back. I don't know if I
Yeah.
thanked you or not.
Yeah, you did.
Okay.
You did it.
Well, I'm old and forgetful.
I mainly did that just to demonstrate to the audience how to do it.
I know, and I know.
Just for the moment, that's fine. We'll say it was covered. If you need to cover it somehow, and it's paying for that shipping fee.
Okay, so
drive.
I
do have one more thing to tell you about. I thought you would be interested in, if I can remember what it was.
Do I have a PayPal link? I'm sure I do. The question is, do I know how to get to the PayPal link? That's the question. I have a PayPal account, which means I probably have a PayPal link, and I'll stop hogging Doug's time because he had something else he wanted to share. Take it away, Doug.
Forgot what that was.
Ain't it great being old?
There was something else about
Hi, Brian.
like that production problem that I had on Saturday. There's some other production issue that I thought you might be curious to know what the result was, and I don't remember what it was.
Well, Saturday you were discussing the differences in internet. I don't want to say connections because that's the wrong terminology, but alias has one setup, and if I remember right, you guys were discussing the different ways that works, and then Gary came in, and there's, I guess, a little bit of discussion. How do I find my PayPal account? I'll figure this out. Am I sharing my screen? No, I'm not. So therefore, I can't give up any pertinent information.
I was just going into PayPal too to see where that is as far as how to let somebody
On
send.
the phone with Jim. You're on Zoom with Jim. These guys
PayPal.
are on their steady or what?
Okay, so I'm on my PayPal.
Oh, when a person clicks send money in PayPal, they can enter a name, a username, an email address, or a mobile phone number. If your email address is associated with your PayPal account, they should be able to just use your email address.
I have no idea if it is or not. But I would think there would be a way in PayPal to get what your PayPal address is.
Well, you could sign out
Oh.
and sign in again. Yeah.
Robert, www.paypal.com.
Yeah, if you click on, when you get into PayPal, if you click on the gear icon,
Gear icon. Yes, sir. Got it.
that's where I see the email address that's associated with my account.
And it's the same as what I mean, it's not your email address, obviously, but yes, I see that.
You can change it to
So.
that.
Live Windows training, Doug Betts. That would
Actually-
be freaky. That if you were to change that, people would start sending you. Would that would work, wouldn't it? If you change no.
Well, if you change the email address on your account, it'll tell you that email address is already taken for another PayPal account.
Oh, so that actually brings up a question I have. I am suddenly being bombarded with a lot of things in Gmail for things I'm not signing up with or for.
All right.
My question is, can someone do that without knowing my password to, so let's just say I want to go crazy.com. Someone goes, I don't like Ken, sign Ken Stout up for I want to go crazy.com. Will that automatically do it? And then I get the email, hey, thanks for joining I want to go crazy.com. Welcome to the craziness. Or do they have to have all my credentials, my ID, and my password in order to do that?
No, they don't have to have that. They could go to any website and sign up an account for you, claiming to be you, put in your email address, but they're not going to be able to complete the account because they could put in a password for that account, and any responsible website would then send you an email address to verify your email address. If they don't get a verification, then that account on that site is not going to get fully set up. But it will trigger an email coming to you welcoming you aboard. And it should also have a link in there for you to verify or validate that is your email address. You don't want to click on that because if you do, then the bad guy has got an account set up in your name using your email address.
Always block it and then put it in my
I've heard of people doing that just to harass somebody, not trying to steal money or anything too.
Yeah, it's a way to harass mostly.
But it won't work if there's verification required.
Yeah.
It'll work on sketchy websites that don't care about verification, maybe.
Yeah, there's some websites that won't go to the trouble of verifying an email address.
Okay.
And those would be things like where they just want your address so they can send you notifications about what they're selling or something.
Yeah.
Oh, there's no doubt what these guys are selling.
Oh yeah. My Gmail blocks all of those from me even seeing them. There's a place I can go to find them.
I can't get my Gmail to block anything. For some reason, when I block my email, it goes to my trash folder. I would really like to get it to where I'm going to pick on Darren again. If I didn't want to get any emails from Darren, I think there ought to be a way to where I can block him and nothing gets to my trash or my spam or anything. But I can't figure out how to do that.
Well, the way I do that is I create a filter that moves it to a folder, that moves it to a label. And then it doesn't show up in my inbox, but it's still in my email account.
Shows up into the label.
Yeah, I could go to that label and see it if I chose to. I have a couple of senders that I've done that with, and I just never go look at their emails because I don't even want to know what they've said.
Sign Doug up for OnlyFans. That's BH Ringer, by the way, not me. Why is my screen blinking? That's another issue for another day. You guys, well, I'm not sharing my screen, so you're not seeing it. Is anyone watching the stream? And if so, Tony River, hello. Oh, that's funny.
I can give you give you guys a link for PayPal that I got in an email today. It just says, click here for your balance of $417.
Oh, right.
Sure, I'm supposed to just click that link. I haven't been on PayPal in months or years, and so I have a delete key that still works.
All right, I'm going to share a screen here because it's another thing about PayPal. This is the easy way to do it. Whoops, did I get it? Are you seeing this? Yeah, I think you are. I'm showing the description, the typical description on all of my videos. Here's PayPal. To send financial support for my channel by PayPal link, click this link and it's paypal.me/live Windows training. So that is another way of doing PayPal instead of what I described earlier. But I had to set that up somewhere, somehow.
Now, when you shared your screen, should that not be going out over YouTube since I'm showing the Zoom window?
No, I knew that was going out.
No, I mean, it didn't. That's why I'm asking.
Oh, that's right. Because when one of your Zoom participants shares their screen, you have to do some clicking to get that to go out on the live stream. You have to because you don't have a source set up to display a shared screen through Zoom because those are unique. Every time somebody shares a screen in Zoom, that's a new screen. Your OBS doesn't know how to share that. You've got to go configure that. That's the same thing that I get every time I start a live stream that's going to include Zoom. I have to go edit my scene for Zoom so that it will show that meeting.
Okay, do me a favor and reshare your screen because
and I can see it.
Robert said he saw it. BH said he saw it on my monitoring screen. I didn't see it. Could you reshare that, please?
All right.
I've got it showing now. I backed up the DVR a little bit on your stream.
So it did show. All right. So I was assuming that was the issue going on there, and it wasn't. I probably shouldn't be doing it this way because that's going to get the mirror. Oh, I remember the other thing I was going to tell you. So here's the screen that I was sharing. So
now,
is that going through on YouTube?
You're on your studio?
Yeah.
Yes, it is going through on YouTube now.
It is going through on YouTube. Wow. All right. But I've heard you on your show where you had an issue after somebody shares their screen, then something after that doesn't. You've got to go in and make some kind of adjustment.
I have to go in and reconnect the Zoom window to the setting in OBS for the Zoom window to show.
In fact, I do exactly have that. When somebody shares a screen during my Zoom session on my show, after they finish that, I have to go reconfigure, I think, so the Zoom meeting shows something like that. Yeah, so I think I'm having that same issue that you're having with OBS, I'm having in XSplit. But, okay, so when I just a moment ago said I remembered the other thing I was going to tell you, now I don't remember it. It had to do with, I think it had something to do with that crash on Saturday. Dad burned it. I should have jumped to explain that right then.
Well, you said that was XSplit crashed.
Yes, I had XSplit crash on Saturday, and I had to in task on XSplit to get out of it and then relaunched it. Zoom was still live during that. Let's see, I do the Zoom meeting. It's totally gone. Moving on.
Is that the first time that that's happened, or is that happening more and more often?
Oh, that's what it was. I figured out why that crash happened on XSplit. That's the other thing I wanted to tell you. What I was demonstrating during that time is I was trying to display the split screen mode in XSplit so that I can edit the blurs, my preview screen, and then send that to live. Well, when I was displaying that screen, I was getting the mirror in the mirror effect, you know, the infinite images effect on two screens. And I think that just ate up all of the memory that I had available for XSplit. And that's why XSplit crashed.
Which system were you on? Big Beast or Baby Beast?
Yeah, it was Big Beast. The 256 gigabytes of RAM, but I don't know how much of that XSplit can use. And XSplit uses a whole bunch of cores, has different processes in different cores. So when I have an image inside of an image effect and two of those going on at the same time, I suspect that just overwhelmed XSplit, and that's what crashed it. But no, I'm not having that symptom repeatedly. I think that was unique.
Has your internet issue pretty much stabled out or resolved?
Yeah, after they replaced that section of cable, I've only had one instance of a low internet speed, and I was not streaming at the time. I have not had any troubles during the stream, so I've stopped displaying my stream status at the top of the screen.
Good.
All right.
Are your cables to your house buried, or are they overhead, Doug?
Underground.
Underground?
They come to the property underground. They're under a cover in the
In a
bush.
vault, right?
And then from there, there's a conduit that takes it up to the electrical panel on the side of my house. Now, something I did realize during that experience is that there's an exposed section of coax cable on the outside of my house near the electrical box that if somebody cuts that makes my alarm ineffective, because the monitored alarm system would no longer be monitored. So I just announced that over YouTube. The likelihood of that particular criminal is out there and can fund my house, and no.
Well, go ahead and put a piece of paper up with your address again.
All right.
A lot of those underground vaults for the cable and even telephone, especially in California right now, those little vaults are full of water.
Yeah.
Lots of problems.
Yeah. He saw indication that there's been water in there, but that was another point, is that cover there is, if somebody goes under that bush, they can get to a place to cut the cable there as well. So, but
and I just said that over YouTube as well.
a determined thief is gonna.
Oh, sure. I mean,
no matter what level of security you have. So all we're doing is preventing the low level thugs from getting in. And that's about the best we can do.
And the police response time is about 12 minutes. They all know that. We got 11 minutes to grab everything.
Yeah. Used to be the case that I had a police officer on one side of my house and a councilman on the other side of my house. That's not currently the case, but So did I feel safer then?
Police officer might be at work.
Yeah. And actually, the councilman used to be a police officer. That same person is still here. He's just no longer a councilman.
Well, he probably still has a concealed carry permit. He used to be a police officer.
Yeah. And he doesn't strike me as the type of person that's going to come take action himself. He would pick up the phone to
Okay.
do that, which is really the right thing to do anyway. All right, I think I'm going to bounce.
So I was getting ready to say, I appreciate your help. I've learned some things. I still have a couple of things I will get recorded and maybe get with you on a Saturday one day, and we'll figure it out from there. Thank you
All right.
so much. Jeff, thank you for your participation earlier. Brian, Darren, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream, and I'm probably going to end the after Zoom as well because I got things to do.
All right.
It's a
You're
nap,
gonna
by
make
the
all the
way.
rest of us managing mods, right?
I'm leaving that as is. I'm